assessor, and so please welcome Bob Rosenberger. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Great.
Thank you. I am Bob Rosenberger. I'm running for King County Assessor. I actually retired. I worked there for 24 years as a deputy. I actually retired from the department about a year ago, thinking it was in good hands. Then Scott Noble made an unfortunate personal decision, drove the wrong way on the freeway, had to resign. I was supporting his chief deputy, who had a stroke a couple months ago, and unfortunately passed away earlier this week. So at that point is when I jumped in, because I think it's really important that the assessor be someone with experience in assessing who knows the job. As I say, I worked there for 24 years, appraising all types of property in all types of markets. One of the things we do there is we write these appraisal reports. And I like to tell people that if you haven't written one of these reports, how are you going to, as assessor, judge these reports, review them, decide whether they're up to snuff or whether they need any adjustment? I am a lifelong Democrat. I currently serve on the Legislative Action Committee. Chris Hurst is one of our heroes, because some legislators in Olympia, they vote after they figure out which way the political winds are blowing, but Chris is one who takes the right decision and says, I'm going to do the right thing regardless of what other people think. I live in the 37th district, which is in South Seattle. I put together a really good campaign. Peter Musenderi is my campaign manager. Hopefully he will pass out some of my brochures. I've been endorsed by, I think, 12 districts so far. King County Democrats have the endorsement of the Seattle-King County Association of Realtors, the Rental Housing Association of Puget Sound. These are organizations that know real estate. Have the endorsement of my county council member, Larry Gossett. And because I do know what I'm talking about, I also have the endorsement of Reagan Dunn, who is the county council member down in this neck of the woods, or on the King County side. I would like to get your endorsement. It's an interesting election because Scott Noble resigned after the primary filing period. There are 5 of us on the ballot. Whoever gets the most votes wins. That person will take over as soon as the votes are certified. It's for the unexpired 2-year term. The work of the appraisers actually started around September 1st. So whoever comes in needs to hit the ground running, know what they're doing. My values are democratic and progressive. I think we need to do more to keep senior citizens in their homes. Right now there's a statewide income limit of $35,000, and talking to people about maybe changing that to a test that's applied in each county, but a test that relates to each county's median income, so that higher income counties such as King County and Pierce County could have a higher limit than Asokan County or Adams County, where the cost of living is so much less. Also, I'd like to see more done in the area of exemption review. Besides the senior exemption, we have 102 others. And every time you exempt one property from taxation, that just means the burden gets shifted to everyone else. One of the legislators told me a few years ago that if we got rid of every exemption, we could cut the tax rate in half. So I think it's gotten to the point where we need to take a look at that, because we don't want property taxes to keep going up and forcing folks off their property. But that's sort of the bully pulpit, sort of the minor part. The main thing is to administer the law and appraisal standards faithfully. So I did come here to ask for your endorsement, and I found this place in the dark.
That's our first test.
So we've had really my assessor training kicked in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What do you think of 1033?
1033 is a very terrible piece of legislation. What it would do is it would just keep our state ratcheting downward, make our recession permanent. It would really hit education. I mean, education is our future. It's how our economy will grow. You know, I've seen a lot of basic industries, you know, leave for either southern states or for Asia. And what we're going to get to replace those are high-tech and biotech, things that require education. So for our young people to compete, we need a strong education system, and that's where the bulk of our property tax goes.
Assessor on 1033, if I understand it right, they're saying that the property owners get the extra money?
Yes, but the few extra dollars you would be getting would be more than offset by the loss of services, and if you then wanted those, you'd have to pay for them again. So it's really a bad situation. They tried it in Colorado, where they've gone 49th in education. So we really don't want to do that. It's also a bit of a shift, because it would take general tax revenue like sales tax, which all of us pay, where the lower income folks pay a big percentage, and then it would refund that in the form of property tax, which would not only go to homeowners but to business owners. And so you're kind of shifting who pays the tax. You're not just reducing, you're shifting as well. So that's two bad reasons for 1033.
So you're giving it to the homeowners who have more money?
Well, not just the homeowners, but yeah, you're giving it to property owners, which some of which are homeowners, some of which are commercial owners. So we need to find a better way to provide tax relief than to do that.
Any more questions?
To stop fixing the holes in front of the property owners' roads. Just leave the holes there. Let them take care of them.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you, Bob.